Henry George and Edward Joseph Lindell. Henry and Edward's parents were James Lindell, born in Harlow in the winter of 1856, and Alice Mary Saville, born in Matching in the spring of 1862. They married in Harlow in the spring of 1882, and Henry George Lindell was born in Harlow in the spring of 1887. Edward was born in Harlow on the 29th of December 1898. His birth was registered in the spring of 1899. The 1911 census shows Henry and Edward residing at Lower Garden Terrace, Harlow. They were living with their parents and siblings, William, Philip, Ernest, and Eva. James was working as a gardener. Henry was a butcher, whilst Edward was attending school. Private Henry George Lindell, 4391, enlisted in London and served with the 1st 6th Battalion's City of London Rifles of the London Regiment. Henry landed in France in January 1917 and in April was in the trenches at Clarency defending Vimy Ridge. On the 30th of April, the trenches were subject to heavy bombardment and 2 mines exploded. Henry was amongst those killed on that day, aged 29, and is commemorated on the Arras Memorial to the missing. Edward Joseph Lindell, boy, 1st class, J34116, enlisted in the Royal Navy, serving aboard HMS Indefatigable. HMS Indefatigable was a battle cruiser of 18,500 tons, launched in October 1909. It was sunk at the Battle of Jutland on the 31st of May 1916, with the loss of all but 2 of the 1,019 crew on board. Edward Lindell, aged 17, was one of those who lost their lives on the 31st of May. Edward Lindell, aged 17, was one of those who lost their lives on the 31st of May 1916. He is commemorated on the Chatham Naval Memorial.